My name is Terry Boryanov, and I am an addict.
It all started back in March of 2020 when the government advised us we should stay home. Some people were smart and chose to sit on their couch with a bag of chips and watch Netflix.
I wasn't strong enough to do that though, so I became addicted to Rouvy. Rouvy gave us access to their application for free. It started off innocent enough.
And then August rolled around and they sent out this email that said that they were gonna start charging in October. Anybody who signed up before October 1st would be grandfathered into the $10 a month subscription instead of the $12 a month. And I'm always keen on a good deal, so I couldn't pass it up. I signed up, I paid. Now I have a Rouvy subscription. It was all fun in the beginning until October 1st hit and they bumped me down to starter. Every October, they will set you back. After basically one ride, you advance from starter up to rookie. It only took me a couple of days to get past the rookie level, and then I moved on up to talented. And then you move on up to elite. And this is when I started getting really serious. Basically, I'm like, okay, it's easy peasy. I'm gonna knock all of these challenges out in a month. Elite wasn't so bad. And then you move up to regional class. I have to do these 4 routes plus 4 challenges. I finished everything, and then we bring us to where I'm at now, professional. Just check this out. I have every route I had to ride for professional. I did all of that, and I still didn't have 3,000 points. I needed to get 1,300 more points. It's been about a week of me riding almost every day, and I still have 232 more points before I can advance. So this is actually where I am taking this to a psychotic level. The next level after professional, after I get my 3,000 points, is going to be national champion. There's 3 routes you have to complete, 6 challenges, and 7 online races. But the thing is, if I do any of those rides now, it won't count once I advance to national champion because I haven't finished my professional level yet. So I need to get those 3,000 points on the professional level before I do any of these. But it's not just that. So you have these challenges that usually have like 3 or 4 rides in it. This is crazy. You take this, and I wrote out every ride I have to do a national champion. I started all those challenges. All the red are the challenges routes that I already completed. But I saved 1 route from each challenge. Once I get my 3,000 points in the professional level and advance to national champion, I can go do that last ride from each challenge. But anyway, some of them have time frames on them. And the Mallorca has 4 routes. I've already done 3 of them. And 2 days left to complete this challenge, so if I don't do this ride within the next 2 days, then it doesn't matter. But I don't want to do that ride until I advance to national champion level. I'm so obsessed with this that I'm probably going to sit on that trainer until I get my 3,000 points tomorrow. So yes, that's a little rundown of what's going on inside my head for these past few months that I have been obsessively riding my indoor trainer. So let's talk seriously now. Clearly, I like the app. And I need to let you all know that I am in no way affiliated with Rouvy. I actually paid for the service. I want to give you the rundown on the app and why I like it better than Zwift. I gotta tell you, I'm definitely not an expert on Zwift at all. I have a total of like 350 miles under my belt there. I don't like the fact that there's not a wide selection of routes. Ride in New York or do Watopia. And then it's super duper social. So I'll be riding and I'll get these ride-ons and I'm like, where the heck are these ride-ons coming from? Should I give them to someone else? Or are they gonna think I'm rude if I don't? So let's move on to Rouvy and why I love Rouvy. And yes, Rouvy is not like Zwift, but it's similar in some ways. And this past October, when they actually started charging for like their new AR program, they started implementing the draft feature in the races. So it's more realistic, I guess you could say. But the thing that I really love, it's just endless amounts of routes that you can choose from all over the world. For the most part, every route that they've been giving me in these challenges have been crystal clear video. The realness is just second to none. Now Rouvy has 2 apps, so they have the AR and they have the workout app. And on the workout app, you basically have your training modules where you can do your FTP test, you can calibrate your trainer and all that good stuff. You can upload your Training Peaks workouts to there so you can do them on the Rouvy workout app. And this will bring me to my first point that I do not like about this app. I share the family plan with my sister and my mom, and you are allowed to have up to 5 devices on the app. So what happens is if you log into the AR and the workout app, that's considered 2 devices right there, even if you use the same device for 2 apps. Basically, if they log into the one on their iPad and then they log into the other one on their iPad, then they take up 2 devices. So for 3 of us to use both apps, I'm always having to go into my settings and delete a device so that they can log back in, or I can log back in to use the other app, which is, it's kind of annoying. Eventually that is going to be changed because AR is newer and the workout app is older, and Rouvy is working on merging the 2. I reached out to them. Their customer support is very good, very responsive. So they let me know that yes, it is an issue, but that is something that they are working to resolve, which will be resolved once they merge the 2 apps together. Another thing that people who like Zwift probably won't like about Rouvy is the social aspect on it. You can add friends, which every once in a while I get an email that someone wants to add me as a friend on Rouvy, and I totally don't get it. I just don't spend much time on my desktop computer, and there's no like little companion app like they have on Zwift. You don't give ride-ons when you pass someone on Rouvy. So the social aspect is way different than Zwift. Another thing I can't really attest to is the drafting. They just started doing it in October, and if I'm being completely honest, for me it's really weird to draft virtually because I can see on the screen that it's helping me, but it doesn't feel like it's helping me. I never did a race on Zwift, I don't think, so I can't really compare the 2 to each other. But all I know is started implementing the draftability this past fall. So it's still fairly new on Rouvy, and I have all faith in them that they will eventually dial it in. I know over the past almost 10 months, I've been talking a lot about how I am staying home and I'm not going out and riding my bike with friends. But if I'm being 100% honest, I'm definitely not disliking it entirely because Rouvy has definitely been a huge outlet for me, and I'm actually gonna go out and I'm finally gonna buy myself a foot pod for my treadmill so I can start running on the running courses they started introducing to their platform as well. Maybe someday soon I'll be addicted to running as much as I am to cycling. We will see. Okay, that is enough rambling for today. I am clearly overzealous about this app. And so, if you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that little alert bell. And please feel free to contact me on Instagram or TikTok if you have any questions. Or if you would like to ride one of those routes on Rouvy with me, because I'm on there pretty much every single day. Maybe we can ride together.